girl is investing a lot of work in shepherding that old lady from the car into the coffee shop. That's what it was like with my mom in her 80s, getting her out of my car and into my low Honda. And like this lady, she would tease and laugh the whole time. Her classic line when she went through the incredible labor of getting into my low car, once she got in, she'd say, "And she hops right in." It's great. I was mentioning in an earlier video how lucky I am at 77 that, even though I have problems with my feet and my knee stuff, I'm not using any. What would it be like for me trying to get around these streets in Mexico in a wheelchair? No, or with a cane. It was bad enough for 2 days when my right knee was not wanting to bend at all. And even today I'm calculating every step. Don't push off of that knee because it hurts. But that's going to be gone in a couple days. Yeah, I'm so lucky. My friend Shell Newman, back in Chicago, was the teacher, a natural teacher, had done it in corporations, and always wanted to teach me, to his detriment eventually. But he at one point was all about a book about feeling lucky and how good it is to walk around the world feeling lucky, even if some of your programming would say different. He wasn't great at it himself, kept himself in a very, very tight little life, and sure didn't like it if somebody pushed back. When I finally said to him, "Shell, every time we talk, whether it's every 3 months or every 6 months, and me down here in North Carolina and you in Chicago, every time we talk you say, you've really got to get to that historic homestead in the by Pigeon Forge over there in the Smokies. Gotta get there." And so finally when I said, "Shell, you bring that up every time we've talked for years now. Do I show any signs of deciding I want to do that? It's a long ways off and I've got a lot of other things I'd rather do first." You really push people around. You know that? You know how much you like to tell people what to do? Well, that was our last conversation. He won't have anything to do with me. So that's a lack of freedom in your life. If you can't endure a person finally, after a lot of patience, telling you to basically shut up with that already, that wounds you so grievously that you end a, 30-year relationship. We had the same lover at one point. We had so many connections. Boom, it's over. No. My friend Tony in California, pretty much as much of a long-term friend as Shell. We had a lot of contact when I was up in Orizaba, and it looked like we were growing a friendship. And she said that, when I married Peter 20 years ago, I knew her before that, I didn't really realize how limited his emotional range was. Now, how did you do that? How did you marry someone without having noticed what their emotional range was? And she says, "I cannot get angry at him." No. Cannot. It is an unwritten rule. You will not get it. Now, how are you going to be married to somebody that you can't ever get angry at? And inevitably, because I was such a good listener and such a good friend and such a good support to her, she started ragging on me. Sorry for the sexist reference, but that's what she did. And when finally she had a list one day of all the things that she found oppressive in our relationship, I said, you have a friend like you haven't had maybe ever. I'm such a cheerleader for you. I've been so supportive, give you so many affirmations, and you are taking out on me what you don't dare say to your partner? Well, it's not working for me. And I know you said you don't like it when I say love because people go away from you. Well, you just made it, honey. Yeah, you just pushed it too far, And no way I'm gonna let you take displace this stuff from your husband on me when I'm being a great friend. I'm out. Over and out. Yeah. Whew. And that made my life a lot lighter. I immediately realized, oh my God, you suddenly had to do so much agonizing about what's going to trigger her. I feel like shutting up now.